welcome to another episode of Fighting No Filters. It's me, Omar, and Lou's in the building. How is everybody doing?
All right, a little wet, but all right.
Yes. What's going on?
All right.
Busy weekend. Busy weekend.
Yes.
I know we got a lot to cover in sports. A lot of shenanigans happening in the WNBA that I want to get to. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Um, we're gonna be right back, and we're gonna get into NBA talk. All right, so my first question is of the night. I know you guys had a cancer kids. Look, any cancer freedom and voice right attempting to enter the WNBA draft, does the league need to bulletproof the rule or just ignore the suckers? The floor is open. The question goes to either Lou or what do you think of the W draft state situation?
Yeah, I mean, I think enough is enough already with this subject. I think the WNBA need to put their foot down and pretty much break down, um, put a stamp on this because they already informed Enes Kanter Freedom and Royce White that they cannot enter the draft. So they've already informed them, but they still
It's
need
so
to,
absurd.
yeah, they need to put their foot down. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's so absurd. I mean, men want to enter the WNBA league. I mean, the W stands for women, okay? And if they can't figure what a woman is, then I think you got some real psychological problems with you. You had your own league. You were in the NBA for quite a few years. And now your career is over. Like, oh, I need one more shot. I want to enter the WNBA. No, you don't belong in there. That stands for women and women only. Enough of this. Oh, men want to join women's leagues and vice versa. Not enough of that. Okay, I say enough. I thought my generation was messed up with this because girls were trying to play. Back in my day, girls were always playing wrestling and boys teams, and some of them were pretty strong to be honest with you. But there's no room for it. Men have their leagues, women have their leagues. Now, I'm not saying this to be prejudiced or anything like that, but we have ours and they have theirs, and that's how it works. That's how the world was created. That's how we were all created. Men are men and women are women. You do not, and plus that, look at the size of some of the guys in the NBA against some of the women in the WNBA. I mean, if they get into any contact, they're gonna get killed or seriously hurt. It would be an unfair advantage.
Yeah, I totally agree, though. They have to, pretty. You know what I think the issue is. I think the issue is the fact that the WNBA relies on certain groups, not just the lesbian group, the trans group, and they don't want to put them. They don't want to put them all in a box, and that's what they're afraid of doing. And I think that's why this subject continues to hang on, because they have the people that are using different pronouns and pronouns nowadays and things of that nature.
Yes.
These groups are a part of their fan base, understandably so, and they want to be respectful to their fan base, understandably so. But at the end of the day, when you have men trying to get into your league, well, now you have an issue because it's simply because you're not addressing exactly what this league is.
Nope.
It's supposed to be about. Yeah, you have the W there, but the W can stand for many, many different groups. And so the men are feeling like, okay, if you're not going to define what that W really means, then I want to try out. I'm going to enter the draft.
Then maybe you should that 30 years ago when the league was created.
Yeah.
The W basically was to stand for women.
Yes.
Nothing more.
Nothing more. And I don't see why they're having a hard time just coming out and saying that.
Well, this generation
I don't think it will lose their fan base. Yeah. Well, yeah, to some extent. Yeah. I don't think they will lose their fan base if they just came out and said it. I mean, I know what's her name from the Indiana Fever, Sophie Cunningham. She's getting a lot of flack for standing out on it, and she spoke the truth. But she's getting a lot of flack for it. Yeah. So they have to do something. They have to say something, and if not, the NBA has to step in and say something because they run this league as well.
Listen, I agree with everybody. I think it's enough. I think the shenanigans that tend to pull, I think, at the last WNBA when they got into it. At the WNBA, and he got banned from the game or kicked out. For the from the WNBA. Me, at the end of the day, I think this is all positive.
Yeah, he didn't get banned from the league. He got banned from, I think, one team's arena. Mm-hmm. I don't think he got banned from the league, not yet anyway. But I don't think he should have been banned from the arena to begin with. He didn't incite the incident that happened. It was a player that was on the court who saw him maybe saying something, and she stepped to him, which he shouldn't have done. If anything, they should have let security handle that. You know what I mean? But she just by going over to him and speaking, it just inflamed the whole situation. She should have ignored him, like she would do to any other spectator. Because they hear stuff all the time. I mean, a sex toy was thrown on the court last week, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
And how crazy is that? And that happened in the Atlanta game. So
the disrespect that the females get on the WNBA on a regular basis.
Well, it's always been like that. It's just that it's more amplified now. You know what? You know who I was thinking about? The other day, I was thinking about Billie Jean King. Remember when she played Bobby Riggs in tennis?
Bobby Riggs, 1973. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking about her because I'm saying to myself, I wonder what she thinks about this whole situation. I would like to hear her speak on this and get her take on it, because she clearly, when she played Bobby Riggs back in '73, she clearly must have felt that she could beat this guy while she decided to play him. But and she did, yes, and she did beat him. But what does she think about this situation is what I wondered, because she's like a huge pioneer for women and women's sports, and she's still alive, and I would love to hear her take on it. I hope she speaks out on it.
Yeah, actually hear myself.
I'm with you guys. My take on the whole thing is men to play men's sports, women to be on women's sports, and the other thing about it is he was no. I don't know if you guys could agree or not. He was no good at the Boston Celtics. He rode the bench when he played for the Boston Celtics. So I guess he's trying to get his second coming in the WNBA.
Yeah. Well, listen, we've had male boxers try to fight female boxers and things of that nature, and the female have gotten hurt. So
that's the problem right there.
Yeah.
And what do you expect when you're Godzilla, and the other ones, only half as tall as you are.
Yeah, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay with a man dunking on you?
Nope. I know I wouldn't. I'm a guy.
So I mean, when they come down hard. It's not the same.
And you'll be feeling the pain for quite a while.
Yeah.
And I coach both sports. I coach women basketball and I coach men basketball.
Yeah, but listen, at the end of the day, Ice Cube has the big three league,
Big
right?
the 3-on-3 tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, he has the big three. Now he was trying to recruit Caitlin Clark for that league.
Mm.
He was willing to pay her $5 million to play in that league.
I'll take it.
Okay. Now that league is extremely physical.
Yes.
How you think Caitlin Clark gonna hold up to that? She can't even hold up to the girls that are beating her up right now.
Yeah,
Everybody's
exactly.
everybody's complaining about her how she's getting beat down. She's gonna have to learn how to handle that. She's gonna have to put on some weight, get stronger.
Listen, he's gonna have to do what Michael Jordan did, go in the weight
Yes.
room after
Yes.
after Detroit beat up Michael Jordan. She's gonna have to go. She gonna have to do what Michael Jordan did,
Yeah.
go in the weight room, get better. And listen, basketball is a contact sport. So you're gonna get hit, you're gonna get physical. The referees are not gonna see every goal. Have the referees been bad? You could agree with me. The referees been horrible.
I know.
That's every sport.
Giving technical fouls, and they should not be technical fouls. We send the technical fouls to the two game later. And made no sense to me. But we're gonna get on to our next question. So under the current CBA, is why most NBA teams executing players waivers from scratch before August 21st because they got to move the roster. Do you feel that the NBA going by the CBA trying to make a roster now? So they won't move the hard cap. The floor is open. Anybody think so?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really versed on this subject.
Neither am I.
So I really don't know what's going on, with this player waiver thing, and you know,
Well, basically, the NBA rather give 10-day contract, full contract right now.
okay,
So they don't, so they won't go with the hard cap. Once they go with the hard cap, they really can't do what they really want to do.
yeah,
That's basically what's going on. And teams now are trying to find, I guess, in mediocre players for mediocre money. I don't know what that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they have options. They could, try and send these guys to the G League.
Would be the best option, probably.
Yeah, they can do two-way contracts like they do with some players. So I mean, they have ways of getting around it. Players have to start taking less money. I mean, they're getting paid well now, so there's no reason why they can take a little less money.
I'm gonna take something out of the new book a little bit too well.
Yeah, they're getting paid very well now, so they can take a little less money to help the team out to go get. I mean, look at what Brunson did. Just follow Brunson's blueprint.
Yes.
If you want to win,
Hey, listen, like the opening credit said, listen, 5.
Yeah, I mean, listen. At the end of the day, you got to make sacrifices. Got to make sacrifices if you want to help your team win.
I'm gonna throw this question out there. It's not on the agenda, but I'm gonna throw this question out there. Do you feel that the owners in the NBA are more worried about the hard cap than just getting the best players for the team? And the second part of that question is, do you feel that the NBA players is like it's my time. I want the max contract. Give me what I want now. So anybody can answer that question.
Well, I mean, listen, the Players Association is going to tell these guys get as much as you possibly can. That's natural, and they should. You know, there are some players that are mediocre players, if you will, that are getting max contracts now.
If you're mediocre, you don't belong playing to begin with.
Yeah, well,
So just,
that's very true. But there are some of them that are getting max contracts now. So
yeah, I know.
listen, go and get what you can get. There are teams that are going to give it to you, so go get it. That's how I see it.
No matter how bad you are.
No matter how bad you are, and they're gonna go get it. It's all about the dollar at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes sense in this
Yeah,
world.
but once upon a time, it was about how good of a quality of a player you are.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you were bad, you weren't gonna make it in the NBA.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Now, if you suck, you can still get in.
You can still get in. Yeah. And that's the crazy
I wonder
part.
why people complain about the quality of the leagues.
Yeah. Well, the reason they're making all this money now is more because of gambling than anything else. They've decided to take on gambling or TV, television revenue as well, and that's why they're making all this money. The sport is big business.
But the gambling is, can destroy it as well. I mean,
it can definitely destroy it. Yes.
Look what happened. You had players guilty in the gambling ring over the spring.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yep. That was their wake up call. That was their wake up call.
Yeah.
Now they got to monitor even closer.
Well, unfortunately, I think some kept re-saying the snooze alarm, so they didn't get it.
Yeah.
But that should serve as a wake up call. But I think most of them got the message, but there are a few who were just like, screw it.
Yeah. Listen, once you're an addict, you're an addict. You're not going to stop.
Right.
Listen, everybody had their addiction. Everybody in the game is not perfect. I'm a Michael Jordan fan. I could say this about Jordan. He had an addiction with gambling. When he came in the league. I think he went about it the right way. Once the news broke out, I think Jordan went about it the right way. I think Jordan went about it the right way.
Yeah.
But he wasn't gambling like he was gambling on golf. So do we consider that gambling back in the day?
Consider it what gambling?
If Jordan I'm gonna put a couple $100 on a golf game. Back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they shouldn't be gambling on anything if you're a professional athlete.
Yeah, gambling is gambling, right? What sport it is.
Yeah, but they're gonna do it anyway. They're gonna do it.
Of course.
They're gonna do it anyway. That's never gonna change. Listen, they're gambling on a bus when they travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gambling on a plane when they travel.
So my next question is, this is my no filter question or the show. Hold on. The no filter question is the NBA too soft or bad referee?
Oh, the refs are really messing this up. I mean, of course, it's been too soft, too hard on fouls and whatnot. I mean, the refs have really been, under a current controversy for quite some time now, because they think they made the right calls, but most of the time they don't. They're really screwing things up. Not just in basketball, but especially in football. What's the call of foul? What's not a call of foul? Because I've seen it. How the crowd boos the hell out of the referees, especially of certain few. I mean, I think they call more on Johnny Greer and a few others that I'm trying to mention, because they've been really hard on those calls. Like what deserves a flag and what does not deserve a flag. Because I've seen calls like that, and the refs are totally wrong at that. So it's not just happening also in basketball, but I think more so in football it is than basketball. I mean, the NBA is no excuse, but I think football, is the one to complain about most because they're the one that get a lot of flack for that too.
Yeah, I agree, but with me, it's basketball because my issue with basketball is that it's too much favoritism. So, meaning that the superstar player is the ones that's always getting the foul calls. I mean,
that goes back to David Jordan.
Yeah, a foul is a foul. So if I'm the 12th man off the bench and I get fouled, why I can't get the call? The same call that the superstar player would get. You know what I mean? And I hate seeing that because a foul is a foul.
That's right.
So that bothers me. I get to see the superstar player go to the line 10 times.
Right.
And another guy that played the same amount of minutes don't get to the line at all. Because he's not the superstar. That bothers me.
If it's Jordan gets Stockton, it would be Jordan.
Exactly. I just don't like that. That really irks me.
That isn't right at all. But that's
and more often than not, it's a phantom foul call. It's not even a real foul call. Just because he took the ball to the basket, he's automatically going to the line. It's just too much, and it really bothers me. Seeing that.
Nothing new though.
And it bothers me that Jalen Brunson don't get those calls because they don't look at him as a superstar.
Yet.
So I'm being a little biased there.
I'm a fan too, man. So I agree. But hey, look, championship.
Listen, maybe winning the championship would change everything.
Yeah, I mean, I would think so. We'll see now. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns get fouled on every play.
Yeah.
But I hate seeing him complain. He complains too much. He needs to stop that. Play the game. Let your coach deal with that.
He doesn't kick the cart in the LeBron game too much. He tries to go up the lead way too often.
Well, you see a lot of flopping with him.
Yes.
So my next question is, I know you guys probably heard the news. How does Jonathan Cummins fit into the Timberwolves rotation alongside Anthony Edwards following the Minnesota trade for cap rate?
That's a big pickup for them. Kuminga is a big pickup because now, with the point guard, I forget his name, they're gonna run it down people's throat. They're gonna be running the floor, and those guys are strong and fast. So they're gonna be running the floor, and they're gonna be fun to watch.
No.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Kuminga, I think, is a big fit to the Timberwolves rotation. Yeah. I think it's going to be a good power duo, and Kuminga and Anthony Edwards. I think it's going to be a big duo, especially in the Western Conference.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a perfect fit. I mean, I think maybe maybe it's two in your state, but I think there's a good chance of making the Eastern Conference Finals with this power duo.
That's quite possible. I could see it.
I mean, I could be wrong later on, but I think right now on paper it looks like they could be a solid duo.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna make some noise. They're gonna make some noise because these guys are young and they're fast and they're strong.
Edwards isn't that young.
Yeah. How old is Edwards?
Isn't Edwards approaching 30?
Is he already?
He's been around a while.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'll look that up.
Yeah.
He even had beef with Barack Obama. Here's my thing. If the coach knows how to use them, and the system got to fit them.
Well, that's key.
Well,
Kuminga is showing flashes of greatness. He's capable of being a really solid player for them.
I would love to see him go against a team like OKC and San Antonio. Just to
You know how I'm gonna look at those two guys? I look at those two guys like Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum. They're capable of being like those two guys. I'm not saying that they're there yet, but they're capable.
Right.
We're gonna take a quick break, and so we'll be right back with more sports talk.
Okay, he's 25. He's still young.
Yeah. He's still young.
Damn, I'm older than half the NBA. God damn.
He's got a few good years left in him.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'll be in my prime. Damn. We'll be right back. So my first baseball question of the night is: how will the Red Sox and Yankees manage their pitching staff through a Golden late August doubleheader at Yankee Stadium? When at the eight on that citizen playoff race tightens up.
Trust issues are contagious.
Well, if anybody has the advantage that the Yankees do, because they took 3 out of 4 of them this weekend. So if anything's going to need help with the pitching staff, it's going to be the Red Sox. You always know Omar, but team I don't like. You always know a team I don't like.
I like that one, the Dead Sox. Yeah.
I've always hated, or as I call it, that.
Yeah.
I feel about all New England teams because I feel about mostly all New England teams. You should see what I think about the Patriots, so I call them.
Yeah. I was at City Field yesterday, and Mookie Wilson was sitting near me. That was kind of cool to see Mookie.
Well, that goes back a long time.
Yeah, and all I could think about was a little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Backman. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it. That's all I can remember.
So do I.
But
if a picture could be 1,000 words, this says it all.
Yeah, that was a great call. But yeah, it was good to see him. It was good to see him.
You just see how he doing on my show.
Yeah, he's a stand-up guy. He's a great guy, Mookie Wilson.
But now that this series, well, they still have to play, I think, another series out there. But if anybody's gonna need help with their pitching staff right now, judging from this weekend series, it's gotta be Boston. They were coming into the series looking confident, thinking, we can take the Yankees, even if it's on their turf. We could say you fell apart. You lost 3 of the 4 games here, all except for the Saturday afternoon game. But the Yankees pitching staff looks to be solid. And once they get Judge back, whatever it's going to be, I think it's going to be even, that's going to help their hitting a lot more. So I think the advantage is going to go to the Yankees.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm not trying to be biased either.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think one of the big issues that Boston has is that they lost Crochet. He was their ace. When you lose your ace, it hurts your team.
Yeah.
They still have a solid pitching staff. Sonny Gray has had a great year for them. They got Suarez has been done well. The rookie Bennett has been really good. They got Tolley who's done well as well. But like Lou said, the Yankees are solid, and they just got Fried back with Cole now healthy. Schlittler having the year he's having. Warren pitched very well today. The Yankees are looking really good. If they can just make sure that bullpen is intact, then they'll be fine. And of course, Judge will be back in about a week or 2. So looking forward.
Supposedly, yes, because we've been hearing quite a while when was he going to come back. First, it's going to be July, then August.
Well, they're not giving him a
so-
rehab assignment. So as soon as
Right.
he feels he's ready, then yeah, they'll pencil him in. So I'm assuming another week or two, max.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We're only assuming because we've been assuming for much of the season.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's a week or two, then we're talking about middle of the September, which will give him a couple of weeks to get prepped for the playoffs. So I'll take that if it's a week or two.
Playoffs, yeah, playoffs,
Yeah,
playoffs.
yeah. Playoffs are around the corner. They're around the corner.
So speaking of that, my next question is for baseball. Can the Yankees survive all these injuries on the main players and still make the playoffs?
You've done well so far.
Yes, because of their pitching. They can definitely do it because of their pitching. Because pitching is what carries you, not hitting. Pitching carries you in baseball. You can have a mediocre hitting staff and still win the World Series if you have a great pitching staff. And the Dodgers have a great pitching staff. The Yankees have a great pitching staff. Tampa Bay has a pretty good pitching staff. Who else? Seattle has a good pitching staff, but they have a terrible hitting team, and that's why
Yes.
they're not going to make it. So there's some good pitching staffs out there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Dallas better have a Dallas better, the Dodgers better have all that money that they paying over there. They better have a good pitching staff.
Yeah,
All
well,
that money.
they have arguably the best pitching staff in baseball, but I think the
Yeah.
Yankees are right there.
I will talk about the match, but it's not talk about.
A sad story right there. They have not recovered from the second half of last year.
Well, you know what? They made two huge mistakes. The Mets. The first mistake they made was signing Soto for all that money, and the second mistake was giving up on Alonso.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna throw a surprise question out there for you guys about baseball. Many years of watching the Mets play, and watching New York team play. New York team sometimes when New York cuts from any sport, when New York cuts players, that other players that they cut is still getting paid. It's still getting paid either by the New York Knicks, by the New York Giants, by the New York Yankees, by the New York Mets. Is that New York downfall, or is baseball and sports is just about what have you done for me lately?
I think that's a good thing actually, because you stay out of the tax bracket. That's what the Dodgers are actually doing. So they're deferring these players their money. So Ohtani, for instance, most of his money was deferred, so he's going to be getting paid till around 70 years old. Obviously, he's not going to play till 70. He's probably going to play till maybe mid to late 30s.
Damn,
but he's still going to be getting paid from the Dodgers till around 70, because most of his money has been deferred. He doesn't need that money. He's getting all this. Think about how much money Ohtani's made. He's probably making more money than any athlete ever, because he's not only getting paid from here, he's getting paid from Japan as well. All those people are wearing his jersey in Japan. They have murals up there, up on the walls up there, in Japan about this guy. The players were talking about. The players were talking about when they went and played at the Tokyo Dome, and how this guy was like larger than life in Japan. So imagine how much money he's getting paid from them, and then he's getting paid from the Dodgers. Plus, he's got all the revenue he's getting here from other things, commercials and sales, jersey sales, and all of that. I mean, he's making a killing. He's a billionaire, twice over already.
Yes.
Lou, you want to add on or no? No.
Yeah. Repeat the question.
So here's my thing.
Okay.
Do y'all think that players are not really, the big companies are not worried about the salary cap because they get their money on the back end? My question is, do you think they should do more for the veteran minimum for the rookies coming up and need to make that money too? Or do the rookies just need to earn that spot to become a superstar player?
Anyways, I know you got stuff to do.
Yeah. You mean to sign the vet minimum? Of course, with the labor troubles they've been having, it's gonna be tough to figure out too. Because there's a lot of flack going on, and the owners in the rejected a proposal, I think, on Thursday for on a freeze of some kind, and they were getting a flat down. So you're back to square one again anyway.
Well, the rookies you mentioned, if you were the first round draft pick, right? If you were the first round draft pick, you're already a millionaire because the bonus that you're signing for is going to be $1 million plus. The number one overall pick this past spring, I believe he got over close to $10 million signing bonus.
Just for a rookie?
For the number one overall pick, yes.
Wow.
Signing bonus, $10 million.
Yeah.
So they're already making their money.
They're multi-millionaires already.
Yes, they're already making their money. And think about it. He may not even make it to the major leagues.
Yeah.
And he's already set for life.
What happens when you have to prove yourself, to make that kind of money? You have to prove
Those
your
days
worth.
are gone forever. Think about the international players. They're getting signed, an abundant amount of money just to come play in the major leagues or come play in a minor league system.
Mm-hmm.
The players from Dominican Republic, Venezuela, South Korea, these players are getting paid a lot of money just to come play here.
Yeah.
And some of them don't even make it to the majors.
Yeah. Don't forget about Latin American players too.
Yeah. So the money's there. Baseball players are okay. Is other sports like basketball, because the players in the G League, they ain't making no money.
They don't make squat.
Okay? Unless they're getting a two-way contract. They're better off going overseas and playing.
Yeah.
As opposed to staying here, because there's a lot of money overseas that they can make. They just choose not to because their families.
That was the thing with the women's game until the WNBA came. All the
exactly
stars players, they all went to China and Europe and whatnot. Because I remember that.
And Russia, yes, and Russia. Yeah.
And then 1997 came along, and hey, we're gonna get some women playing in our professional basketball in this country, so they have to go overseas. What a great idea!
Yeah. A friend of mine who I was hanging out with this weekend, his son plays overseas. He plays in Serbia. Plays basketball in Serbia. He's making really good money over there. So
I assume they're on their currency.
He made a career out of this. He went to Cal State Fullerton, and now he's playing overseas.
Anybody we've heard of, or probably not?
No, I never heard of him.
Okay. I think that's Cal State Fullerton.
Yeah, he played it. He played in the G League. He played in the NBA Summer League. And he didn't make the teams. I thought he should have, but he didn't make the teams, and he went and played overseas, and he made a career of it over there, and he's making really good money.
Well, good.
So I do want to get into some WNBA talk.
Okay.
So with all the 8 playoff spots are officially clipped in the WNBA, who actually built to make a deep run? And which top team is vulnerable in the first round?
Vegas looks favorable for sure.
You said vulnerable or favorable?
Vulnerable.
No, I was asking Lou. You said they look vulnerable or favorable?
I think he said both. who is likely to make a deep run, meaning favorable, and who is vulnerable. So I think it's both. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think Vegas, of course, is a short lock, and Minnesota too.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about Indiana.
Yeah. I'm worried about Indiana because
Yeah.
I don't have a belief in Aaliyah Boston.
No.
I mean, for her size, she should be doing what Angel Reese does on the boards, and she doesn't. There's no way Angel Reese should be out rebounding that girl.
Mm-hmm.
You knock Angel Reese into the fifth row, okay, if you have to get the rebound. There's no way Angel Reese should be out rebounding her. You know? So I worry about she sometimes disappear in the offense. And it's all on Caitlin and it's all on Kelsey Mitchell. And it shouldn't be the case. Yeah, that shouldn't be the case. She's a big body. She should be dominating the post, you know, and she doesn't do it. And that's why they concern me. But they're putting up points. They're putting up the most points in WNBA history this season. So they are putting up points. Defensively, I don't think they're that good either. So I think that might be their downfall. But they have a solid chance. Obviously, the Valkyries, I think if they had a little more offense, I would be very comfortable saying that they could win it all. But their offense sometimes disappears. Oh, not bad at all. I mean, they've been tremendous, you know. But think about these expansion teams in the WNBA, right? How are they built? They're built on a bunch of 6 women off the bench. Mm-hmm. So you're having the best player off someone's bench from almost every team in the league. You should have a good team. You know, that should allow you to develop a really good team. So I like what the Valkyries have done, because they're developed on the defensive side, and that's why they are where they are. They have they have the best defense in the W, in my opinion. Obviously, Minnesota, I think they can win it this year, but we'll see what happens.
It'd be a shock if they didn't, unless you go against Vegas.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody stopping Minnesota. I really don't.
Yeah, me neither. But you got to play the game. They just lost today to Atlanta, and they lost the other day to Golden State. So maybe a little chink in the armor there. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, from the loss, you could have lost to Portland.
So I would say this. I think the New York Liberty, my favorite team, our favorite team. Because again, even though they don't play defense, they got the best bench in the W.
They do. They do.
And that bench is good. If that bench can play, if that bench can play at any given night, they might be a dangerous team.
Well, the biggest problem with the Liberty is that they're terrible defensively.
Mm-hmm.
They can't stop a runny nose. That's how bad their defense is.
And he's some cold they got.
Yeah, they can't run. They can't stop a runny nose. So we'll see. Offensively, they're a juggernaut, and their bench is deep. But they got to stop people. They got to stop people from scoring.
Omar, you said it best next week. I'm going to be watching the viewership of the WNBA because those first round matchups.
Well, the entire playoffs. Every round is going to be tough. Every round is going to be tough. Listen, the reason why I said I'm watching the viewership for the WNBA this playoff is because if Major League Baseball goes on strike next year, the W is going to develop even more fans, and baseball is going to take a backseat to them. And that would be the worst thing that could ever happen to baseball. That would be the worst thing that ever happened to baseball. If the W ends up being a forefront comes September and October over Major League Baseball. That would be insanity.
Baseball gonna go on strike next year.
We'll see. We'll see. They
Um,
better work it out. I know that much. They better work it out.
so,
Yeah, but the way it looks right now, though, it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
so my next question to everybody on the W, continuing with the W, with Adrian Wilson standard dominance for 9 real master years from Caitlin Clark and Wilson stand out, who gets your defensive MVP or who gets your MVP vote for this season? You have to
Well,
pick one,
the,
two,
the,
and one.
the MVP right now is Adrian Wilson.
Yeah.
She's the MVP, and a close second would be Olivia Miles. I would put Caitlin Clark maybe third, but it's Adrian Wilson and Olivia Miles. I mean, what Olivia Miles has done with that team, she could be the MVP. To be honest with you, I mean, like I said before, Nafisa Collier wasn't there for most of the season, and she had that team in first place. That's pretty damn impressive for a rookie. She obviously is going to win hands down the Rookie of the Year, but she's definitely going to be pushing Adrian Wilson for the MVP as well. But I think Adrian Wilson will win that.
So I'm guessing Lou, you agree with Omar.
I agree with that.
I do think it's Adrian Wilson, hands down. They're going to end up naming the WNBA MVP award after Adrian Wilson.
I wouldn't.
Because in that couple of years, she's just been too dominant, too good, too great.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but there are other women that could get that honor. Diana Taurasi could get that honor. Sue Bird could get that honor. Cynthia Cooper could get that honor. Candace Parker could get that honor. There are other women that could get that honor. So I wouldn't do that.
I would think Bird would get the honor.
Yeah, there are other women that could get that honor. So I wouldn't do that. You know. And Maya Moore, I forgot about her. She could get that honor.
Sure.
We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back to some good old NFL, and I got a lot to say on the NFL right now.
All right.
So we'll be right back. And yeah. Alright, so we're gonna get into this first question. I was dying to get everybody else's opinion on it. This week with Deshaun Wilson getting booed by his own fans, yet named week 1 starter over to George Sanders. I'm gonna get into that one in a minute. Did the Browns make the right call, or is this quarterback who is about to expose? The floor is open. Omaru?
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mark.
He's gonna get booed initially.
Of course.
If he plays well, he won't be booed. But initially, he's gonna get booed. There's no question about it, right? The fans love Shador. Why? I don't know. He hasn't proven anything to me to tell me he should be starting over Watson.
Yeah, because that's why
Okay.
he should be a starter. He's not that good. He's not that good either.
Exactly. I think if anybody should be started, it should be Gabriel. Did you see what Gabriel did this past week? How come nobody's talking about that?
Yeah.
He threw 3 touchdown passes.
Put him in.
Exactly. Why are we not talking about Gabriel? If anything, Gabriel should be the backup.
Yeah.
Okay, Gabriel. If you're not going to start Gabriel, make him the number 2 guy. Why is Shador number 2? What has Shador proven?
Nothing.
This guy is being built up on hype. That's the whole build up on this guy. It's all hype, and I'm tired of seeing guys get built up on hype only to end up getting shot down.
Yeah, because that's what happens.
Because what's gonna happen when he gets in there, gets his shot, and then stinks up the place? What are people gonna say?
Throw the bum out.
Exactly. This is all hype. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. I don't want to listen. Take off the Pampers, okay, off this guy already.
Yeah.
Let him man up, okay? He has done absolutely nothing to show me that he should be starting over Gabriel to begin with. Never mind Watson. Watson is starting only because Watson is the one with getting the big money. That's why he's starting. And if you're going to pay the guy this kind of money, he has to start for you. Mm-hmm. So he's going to get a shot. But if you ask me who should be second in line, should be Gabriel.
No.
And go blow your horn.
Ooh. I know a lot of people don't want to hear me say that, but it's the truth.
It is.
Shador has not proven himself yet. This is all hype with him. I get it. Everybody loves Dion. I get it. So they want to see his son in there. I get it.
Shredder is nice, but Shredder is not his father.
Exactly. He's not his father.
Always said that when a son comes into the and he shares the name as a legend. Like, look, you may be good, but you're not your father. Okay,
no.
You're not anywhere close to it.
You have to prove that.
Exactly.
There's this is just too much already with this. It's just too much.
She happened time and time before.
And they're gonna have to do something. Somebody's got to get traded. They can't carry 3 quarterbacks and that are capable, and somebody's not getting their chance. I think somebody's gonna get traded.
So I got a chance to hear everybody talk. I want to say this. And this is not coming from because I'm a Deion fan. This is coming from because I seen the behind the scenes on social media and everything. And we cannot sit here and say that Shador Sanders don't put in the work, because he put in the work. The thing with Shador Sanders is, me personally, I don't think he's getting a fair shot. I hear what everybody else is saying about Jason Wilson. He's making the money, so he got it. And to me, 2B1 should be Shador, 2B2 Gabriel. And so if Shador mess up that spot, then you put Gabriel in. But me following Shador Sanders since college and even in high school days, his work ethic is second to none. Last year when Cleveland went down, he fucked up. They were bad offensively because he didn't have the people he needed around him. But when he got the chance to start last year in the rookie campaign, he stepped up. Gabriel didn't step up last year when he came back. The other thing about Shador Sanders, it's like nobody coming to see me, Otis. Nobody coming to see you. Nobody coming to see you. You know, it comes to see temptation. Everybody comes to see the good thing. That's where the money is.
See how everybody sets up. Let's push the
So
word.
right now, go where the money is.
Yeah.
Get trained in the people.
One man only.
Browns had not been good as God knows how long. The
Trust
first
me.
thing that's going to get traded
Trust me.
after the whole matters is,
Trust me.
my prediction is they're probably going to get it. They're going to get traded. Because he's not going to be because Gabriel is not going to be one of the behind
Sorry.
the Bruce Sanders. So look for Gabriel to ask for that trade. Now is Deshaun gonna get booed? Yes. Deshaun got to pay
You got information about this.
better than normal for him not to boo him. If he have one bad night, the internet gonna go crazy.
If he has one bad quarter, number one night.
So the first thing everybody gonna say is, so this guy with the door thing. Mind you, and I'm not saying this because I'm a Deion fan. I'm saying this because one, I seen him behind the scenes. I seen him work that place. I seen what he does. This guy takes no days off.
That's all fine and dandy, right? But what have you done on the field? Nothing.
Nothing.
To deserve all this hype. What have you done on the field? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know what he's done? Let me tell you what he's done on the field. He's thrown a touchdown pass, 2 interceptions, and got sacked for 25-yard losses 3 times.
Oh boy.
That's how I sum him up. So what have you done on the field? Nothing.
Squat.
And my thing behind that is we got to look at who was on the field with him at the time. Because sometimes a coach will throw a monkey wrench into that program just to mess with him. And it's preseason, so what can we really tell with anything about preseason if everybody's not playing?
Well, I mean, listen, Gabriel had the same situation this past week. And he went 12 for 15, 180-something yards, and 3 touchdowns. Now, if those were Shador's numbers, guess what? The internet would be screaming for him to start.
Right.
But it was Gabriel, so it's crickets. Right? You don't hear nothing. Because it was Gabriel who did it, not Shador. And that's not right.
And the thing with Gabriel, I give everybody thing with Gabriel. But in sports, people gonna go where the big names are.
Yeah, but big name doesn't translate to wins.
No.
Production does.
And my thing is,
football is a short season. You don't have time to say, okay, I'm gonna try this or I'm gonna try that. No. You don't have time to take a day off and rest. No, this is not the NBA
or baseball
or the major leagues. Yes, this is a short season. So you either gonna get it started now or by halftime, we got to do something.
And the other thing is, I would like to see how the coach gonna navigate this because he is a new coach.
There's the $1 million question because he's on the hot seat if he don't get this right.
If he helps it up and started Jason again because management told him. And to George Sanders or gave him with the right fit, or let's say you know it's gonna mess Deshaun up. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna mess him up. If he have a bad quarter, bad game, then so George Sanders come in and win that game.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do that right off the bat. They may do it maybe week 3 or something like that. If that's what's going on, but they're not going to do it in week 1 or even week 2. I don't think.
So My thing is, at the end of the day, um, I felt like he on his top last year when he came into a system where nobody wanted him. Nobody in the premium brand wanted him. And that's it. Can we all agree? Can we all agree to that?
Didn't want who?
Or to the all? The coach,
Well,
the coach that was there did not want him there.
yeah, I mean, look, he was passed over how many rounds, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
nobody wanted him.
And he was passed over
But I think
because
that was more. I think that was more because of his father than anything else. He made a statement he shouldn't have made. About where he wanted his son to go and things of that nature. And I think that hurt his son and his draft stock. But you
Yeah,
got
I'm
to
gonna be honest
be
with you.
you got to be careful with what you're saying when it comes to these kids because they're the ones that are going on the field, not you. Your career is over. You got
Listen,
to.
I do you saying over,
Mhm.
but if a guy like and I hate that I'm gonna bring up his name right now. And LeBron James would go and tell everybody not to put my son in the NBA draft so he could get to play with his son. I think you know what I'm saying. I think Sanders probably hold. Well, we know now that he don't hold that much weight in football, but his name was a thing. He hold that much weight in football that he could say that. Listen, I want my son to go here.
Well, I think there's a big difference between the two situations. Um, with basketball, Bronny wasn't that good to begin with.
No.
He wouldn't have been drafted if it wasn't for his father. Nobody was drafting Bronny, but there were teams that were going to draft Shador. So it's a big difference between the two. But nobody was drafting Bronny. Bronny was a borderline G player. He
Listen,
was
Bronny,
only drafted out of a favor for his father by the Lakers.
listen,
That's the only reason.
Bronny was like Charles Sanders. The only reason why Charles Sanders got drafted in the NBA draft, I'm talking about the Dor Sanders brothers,
Yeah.
was because of Dion. And he wasn't even drafted, he got picked up.
Yeah. But I believe he's been waived now, I think, right? I don't think he's on
Yeah,
any
because,
team now.
yeah, because he got into a fight.
I could be wrong. I think he was waived. But
No,
yeah.
so he got into a fight. He got into a fight in practice.
Oh, he got into a fight. Okay. Yeah.
Um,
So I mean, but again, the situations are different. The situations are different. Bronny wasn't getting drafted. So it wasn't like we all knew Shador was. It was a matter of when and where he was going. But Bronny wasn't getting drafted. Bronny should have stayed in school.
yeah.
That's what
So
Bronny
this-
should have done.
No, you want some of that or no?
I think Bronny has potential, and I
Yeah.
think now with his father out of the way, maybe he might be able to start showing that potential. But sometimes when you're playing with your father, maybe that puts a lot of pressure on you. And your father's going to be on you every game. That's I would assume. But
Yes.
now I think he has freedom, and let's see what he does. Maybe he's developed this third year, so we'll see.
Here's my next question. If the Rams loaded up by trading for Myers Grant and getting pair of a preseason Bowl favorite, are they unstoppable juggernaut, or are all the players going to practice? The floor is open.
Well, I believe they just also signed Aaron Donald today,
Yeah.
so look out. I mean, Garrett on one end, Donald on the other.
Uh-huh.
I'm not crossing the street if I see those two guys on opposite ends of the street.
Every
You
man for
kidding me?
himself.
Yeah, I'm going to court. I'm going to court. See, I'm just going to have something on me.
Yeah, well, you better, because you're gonna turn into a mushroom.
I'm
Oh
not
my
sure.
goodness, those two guys right there, forget it.
So do you think that the Rams just position themselves as the powerhouse to go to the Super Bowl?
Well, listen, injuries play a big part in the NFL. I can't position anybody right now. I got to see how teams start off. You know, Aaron Donald obviously is up in age now. He's trying to come back. We'll see how he looks. We'll see if he can even, stay upright for a full season. For that matter. Obviously Mark Garrett's in his prime, but then you got Stafford, who's up in age. So it remains to be seen how they look. So talk to me after week 4, and I could tell you what I think of some of these teams.
No.
Wait, repeat that again. I didn't quite get the whole question.
With the Rams loading up by trading for Miles Grant, and are they now sitting clear as a Super Bowl favorite? As a Super
The
Bowl
Rams?
favorite? Yeah, the Rams.
Yeah. I'm a little bit of a skeptic on that. I mean, I think they're gonna do better, but I don't think they're gonna be the favorite to win. I mean, I think they'll be a ways from that.
And so, and my no filter question of the night for the NFL, actually, if this is for every sport, it's not really a no filter question. It just dawned on me. If you had to pick, and it's a good way to end the night. Before we take our break, for our final thoughts, I want everybody to think of a Mount Rushmore of basketball, baseball, football, and the WNBA.
What do you mean, like one player from each sport?
Yeah. If you had to do a one sports Mount Rushmore for one player for each sport. Well, I'm gonna let you know a thing about that, and we're gonna take a quick break. So this is final thoughts. Normally I give 30 seconds to a minute to go over what you guys wanted to talk about, what's your thoughts or not. But I did have a question before the break. Mount Rushmore sport. Every day we talk about the GOAT sport. Now we're gonna talk about the Mount Rushmore sport. We're gonna pick one player from each sport that will make your day Mount Rushmore. It could be past or present. So who wants to take this one first?
Go ahead, Omar.
Okay. Three sports is easy for me. The fourth one is a little more difficult. Baseball, basketball, football is easy. Obviously, football to me is Tom Brady. Basketball is Michael Jordan. Baseball is Shohei Ohtani. WNBA is a little more difficult, but the way I'm gonna use the WNBA, I'm gonna say what Maya Moore did in such a short period of time is pretty impressive, pretty incredible. So based on the fact that she's one of my favorite players from that league, I'm gonna go with her only because of what she did in such a short period of time. And I think she won like 3 or 4 championships in about a 10-year span, if that. So yeah, she's pretty damn impressive what she did, and she could have done a lot more if she would have stayed playing. She would have continued playing. So I would say her, but there's plenty of other women I could have mentioned. Cheryl Swoops,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of. I could have mentioned a lot of other players, but yeah. So that's my 4.
No.
All right. For baseball, this one might be a bit of a stretch, but I'm going to say anyway. How about Nolan Ryan? 7 no hitters, 5,000 strikeouts. I mean, that's pretty worthy even right there. Well, yeah, I guess I gotta go with Brady for football, even though I don't want to. Unfortunately,
me neither. Trust me, Lou.
Jordan, yeah, I mean Jordan for basketball, of course.
Yeah, I don't want to either, but I have to.
I'm a Bulls fan. The WNBA, that was a good, but we're forgetting, of course, one of the originators who started the whole thing. How about Lisa Leslie?
Yeah,
The Always Sparks.
Yeah, I mean that's what I said. There's a lot of women that you could have mentioned. Yeah,
You can't go wrong.
yeah,
The godmother of the WNBA, sure.
yeah.
For hockey, no question, Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah.
And for soccer, you got to go with of course. Well, there's with Messi, you have to go Lionel Messi.
I will go with Pele.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. I think, but you can't deny Messi's greatness.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And so I'm gonna say this: baseball, I'm not really too sure. Me, I barely watch baseball. My base, um, my pick for baseball would probably be, and I probably be wrong on this one. Would probably be Babe Ruth for
Yeah,
baseball. My WNBA will probably catch another snack for this one. Or probably not, depending on who I'm talking to about it. Diana Taurasi.
Oh no, you won't catch a lot of flack for that.
NBA. I can't put LeBron just because he's still playing right now.
I mean, you can.
But I want to pick somebody off. And Jordan's going to get the nod because one what he did for the game. It was either between Jordan or Will Chamberlain for me.
Okay.
And I went with Jordan. Football, I read. God, I gotta go with Tom Brady.
Okay.
all right.
I don't want to. Even though I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Tom Brady, great. We can't deny his effortness. Even though now he hangs out with Kevin Hart all the time. So now we got that question out the way. We got 30 seconds to a minute. Let me know your final thoughts. They could be on any subject, podcast, wherever. Your final thoughts. This is basically the no filter thing for final thoughts. So you, Omar, you can go. You can go first. On final thoughts, you got 30 seconds. Either one got 30 seconds to a minute. Omar, you want to go first?
Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, we spoken a lot about the W today. I just
Yes.
wanna commend Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark for what they're doing this season. Angel Reese just had another double today. I think she broke the record for most of the season. Caitlin Clark is putting up astronomical numbers, scoring and assists, and they're leading the way with this league, and I got to give them their props. They're leading the way. Obviously, there are other names out there that are really doing a great job of carrying the league as well. But the excitement surrounds those two women, and they're gonna come to a head in the playoffs, and I'm here for it because I want to see how this works out. So,
No, 30 seconds to a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say what I said before. Men and women are separate, so the WNBA should keep it just the women, and the NBA is men. I mean, it's gone way too far. It's gone way out of hand. It's time to end this right now and just go back to the way things used to be.
I agree.
My thing is the same thing from last week. Listen, we could have a good, honest debate about what goes on. We could talk. We don't have to yell to be no filter. We don't have to yell to be wrong or yell to be right. We could debate with purpose, but also debate with facts. Also debate with facts. I think women's sport should be women's sport. Men's sport should be men's sport. Let's keep the subject out of the WNBA. Let the female play basketball. It's been a good season. And I think this probably one of the best seasons yet in the W in a long time. I can't wait for the playoffs. Especially I get to watch all the games free on YouTube. And listen, this top 8 team is gonna be something to watch. So until next week, this is All Fire, No Filter, and we're gonna see you all next week.
All right.
All right. Good night.
Salute.
We thank you for watching the show. Another Sunday, now it's time to go. What a night, what a time. Thank you for spending your night with us. All fire, no filter. We talked about the game tonight, shared our thoughts and kept it right. Different voices, different views, always something fresh and new. All fire, no filter. Sunday night, another show is done. Great conversation, plenty of fun. From the first word to the final sound. Thank you for always coming around.